President Trump is in Paris this weekend for events marking 100 years since the end of World War I. Hours after Mr. Trump vented on Twitter about the president of France, the two leaders brushed it off. Weijia Jiang is traveling with the president.
We have become very good friends over the last couple of years.
President Trump and President Emmanuel Macron put their good friendship on display with the body language to prove it. They also found a common message to tamp down their ongoing conflict over defense spending.
I do share President Trump's view that we need a much better burden sharing within NATO.
I appreciate what you're saying about burden sharing.
But minutes before landing in Paris, the president tweeted, President Macron of France has just suggested that Europe build its own military in order to protect itself from the U.S., China, and Russia. Very insulting. Mr. Trump was asked about the tweet.
We're getting along from the standpoint of fairness, and I want it to be fair.
President Trump and the First Lady attended a social luncheon with their French counterparts, but they scrapped a scheduled visit to an American cemetery, citing bad weather. Meanwhile, the president continues to deal with the backlash over acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker, who will oversee the special counsel's investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 election. Whitaker has publicly criticized the probe in the past. On Twitter, Mr. Trump tried to distance himself, writing, I did not know Mr. Whitaker, except primarily as he traveled with Attorney General Sessions. No social contact. In an interview that will air on Face the Nation tomorrow, Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi called for Whitaker's recusal.
It does violence to the Constitution and the vision of our founders to appoint such a person in such a manner.
Back here in Paris tomorrow, President Trump is set to have lunch with several world leaders, including Russian President Vladimir Putin. But the president says they do not have a formal meeting on the schedule. DeMarco?
Weijia Jiang with the president. Weijia, thank you.